Hello guys, and welcome back to Macadel online training. And today I'll be teaching you how to sew on an exposed zipper to your blouse, or anything you want to use. And as of now, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and give us a like. Okay, just show me some love by liking our videos, share, and also turn on your bell notification, so if I upload a new video, you'd get to see it. Okay, so I have already cut my dress out, and if you can see, it's a shirt dress actually, so there is no cut whatsoever. I want to make a shirt with it. Okay, a shirt dress with it, right? So now this is my right side, and I have drawn a line, in the middle of my dress. I also have a piece of fabric. Please, this is your piece. You actually weave it, just weave it or you turn it. Okay, I'll still do that after. So you're going to use the right side. I'm going to match the right side to the right side. I did the line so that I can actually match it. At the same time, you're also going to draw a line. Please fold it over. What I did was to fold over. Since there is no light, use your ironing tool, your manual ironing tool, and give it a nice press. All right, so it will help bring out the middle part of the fabric, and then you can't see, but I can, so I'll draw a line to aid us, right? Because you need this middle line actually. Okay, so you do that. Then this is my wrong side, this is my right side, so I'm going to be placing my right side on the, like I said, I marked that. I always bring it out a bit so that I don't have any shortage. So I did the line on that other side, so it will help me align my fabric properly. All right, so I'm using that line to align it. So with that line, I'm aligning that line to the line of the fabric. Okay, so once you're able to do that, because it really has to be at the center point, I'm just checking that. So once you're done with that, take your lighter pins. My pins are all like that. I just need to bring up your ones as it is. Okay, so take your lighter pins and pin at the center. Okay, that's just so that your fabric will move. Please don't forget to weave yours. I would actually weave mine later. Now, why we're putting this is to give it support. All right, it will just help. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick out the good things. So this fabric is to give it support, and for me, pinning it in the middle will help so that it doesn't move. But it's always better to use lighter pins, so that when you're sewing, your teeth of the machine teeth doesn't get to give you any issues. Okay? So having done that, for me, the next step, I always like to take my zip and check where it ends, so that I am not sewing way beyond where I'm meant to stop. So if this is the tip end of your zip, you can come up like 1 inch. I prefer doing that. I just eyeball this, but you don't have to. You can actually check. So you can come up 1 inch. So this is where I am going to stop. So now at this top, right, this is where mine is, right? At this top part here, we have a middle line, don't forget that. So you're going to come here 1/2 inch, and you're going to come towards me 1/2 inch. Okay, so I place this, and I marked 1/2 inch. On this side too, I have marked 1/2 inch, right? So once you mark that, you're going to draw a line from this 1/2 inch to this, this point that we said the zipper is going to end. All right, so I'll place it this way. So you're going to be having something like a V. Now I have to take this out. That's why I said it's better to work with pins that don't have head, so that it doesn't disturb your lines when you're ruling them. All right, so I'm drawing a line from my 1/2 inch to Look at that. So the line is terminating at that, just like a V. Okay, please ignore this line. I'm still going to be drawing a V also. It's going to terminate at that same point as well. Okay, so still from half to that V. All right, so have you seen? So my line is like a V, you know, it's like a V. So I'm going to go to the machine and I'll be sewing the V out. That's what I'm sewing. So you're meant to, you know, neaten this edge. Like I said, I can still neaten my edges after this, you know. That's it. So I'm going to take it to the machine and I'm going to stitch this and bring it back and show you what it looks like before I show you how we're going to place our zip. So like I said, find a midpoint, take a fabric, it's supposed to help support it, draw your V, come from here half, find the point the zip is going to stop, draw a V line to it. So I'm going to stitch on that line I have drawn and I'll bring it back and show you. Okay, so once you're done stitching, so what you're going to do is cut through the middle line. Okay. Just through the middle line straight. Remember we drew that middle line, so you're just going through it straight. And you're going to terminate at that V you have cut. Please don't cut into your seam. Just terminating at the V. Alright? So once you do that, you're going to now move this to the back. And of course, you're going to give it a good press. Alright? So I'm going to move that, give it a good press and show you. Okay guys, so like I said, I don't have lights, but incidentally my manual ironing tool works as good as my iron wheel in circumstances like this. So it's the manual ironing tool I have used to, you know, iron down this. Try it, it works perfectly well. Alright, so now that I have gotten this, I can just trim off the excess I have here. Remember, I had, you know, made it to show up here because for me, I wanted it to stay, you know, nice looking at the back. Okay, so see how nice that is staying. So that's how your opening is going to stay, and it's as easy as that. So the next thing we are going to do is to paste this. See where I'm starting from, at the edge. So just at the tip, you know, of this. Okay, so that's where I'm starting, and because it's an exposed zip, right? So I'm just laying it this way. It's as easy as that. I'm just laying it this way, and then I'm just stitching on it. So you lay it, pin it down. When you lay, please pin. So I'm going to lay it and then pin it. So once you pin it down, you're going to run a stitch all the way, run and just stitching it down so to the end, and you're going to run another stitch all the way, and voila, we're done with our exposed zip. So it's just as easy as that. So try it out. You know, by the time you stitch it, open it up, it looks as lovely as anything. Okay guys, so I now want to stitch. You know, I have said earlier on that what you're going to do now is to stitch on it. So you can actually use your zip foot to do this, but I don't really need a zip foot because I'm going to be stitching very close to the edge. Okay, so just nice and neat, because you're stitching on the outside to be seen, so you need to take your time, you know, to run your stitches. And as you notice, I pinned down, you know, I have pinned down pin the zip down so that it doesn't move. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side and show you. So I'm done. And please, as you're sewing, be checking the back side of it so that you're not picking anything. So I'm just taking off my thread. So that's it. So you have it staying down, neat and nice, and then the back side as well, looking very neat and nice. Okay, so can go ahead, try this out, and please share with me, you know, the outcome. So please follow me, like, subscribe, and it's been a Macadel online training, and I'll be seeing you